and gentlemen, welcome to Heritage TV Hanging Out with Vicky. Happy New Year to all of you. I hope you had a very nice and wonderful holiday, and I believe that your aspirations for 2020 will come to fruition. Once again, welcome to Heritage TV. Heritage TV would also like to take this opportunity to thank you for all your support, being there for us, your criticisms, your encouragement, and all those who patronize Heritage TV financially with your prayers. We thank you so much. This year, 2020, Heritage TV is pioneering something known as Vision 2020. This Vision 2020 is for Heritage TV to compete with all the top TV stations in the country, if not in the whole world. Please take a sneak peek of what we have for you in 2020.
Hello, my name is Medad Kobby. I'm the visionary of Heritage Television in London. Heritage Television has got a vision called Vision 2020. Vision 2020 is something that we have to do that's going to change the face of online television in the whole of the United Kingdom and in the whole world in general. Once again, my name is Medad Kobby. I'm the visionary for Heritage Television, which is an online television that is geared to bring you the best, and when I mean the best. 2019, what we are doing is completely different from what we will be doing this year. And this is actually a taste of something big to come. We promise and we thank you for being with us throughout 2019, throughout 2018 when we actually started. If you're not there for us, there's no us. If you don't watch Heritage Television, there's no Heritage Television. I personally would like to thank you and say a very big thank you for staying with us. This is the vision of something great to come, and we promise to bring you more than the best. 2019 is gone, 2020 is here. We want to compete with a big brand. We want to compete with a big brand in the market. So, with your help, and I mean with your help, we can get there. Thank you for listening to me, and I hope to see you, and I wish you a very happy new year for the years to come. Thank you for listening to me. God bless you all.
Okay. So there you are, one of our new looks for the year 2020. Isn't that beautiful? We've got more looks for you in 2020. So if you are a presenter, you want to have some programs with us, get in touch with us at Heritage TV on the number 07708743530. If you are a producer who wants to join our team, get in touch with us as well on the same mobile number 07708743530. If you've got any business, anything you want to advertise, Heritage TV is the right place to come to. We've got wonderful packages. We also cover social occasions. If you have a church function, if you have a wedding, you have a birthday, anything, seminars, programs, just get in touch with us at Heritage TV 07708743530, and we'll discuss with you our very attractive packages. So that is it for Heritage TV's packages that we have for you. I would also like to remember last week I had an interview with Pastor Sandra Nelson, Christ Liberty Church, and she invited us at Heritage TV for their crossover, for us to come back to you and give you a feedback. We were there, and to be very honest with you, it was a great night. The whole place was fully packed. Ministration was on point. Everybody was on their feet throughout. So I'll take this opportunity to congratulate Pastor Sandra Nelson and her husband for such a wonderful and successful show. And also congratulations to everyone in Christ Liberty Church as well. Another announcement I have for you is the Ghana Diaspora Women organization is having a business expo on the 25th of January. It's at from 10 o'clock to 4 p.m. If you are interested to showcase your business, this is the right time to get in contact with the team. And it's just for a small fee for you to showcase your business or anything that you have that you want to show to everyone. So get in touch with the team and they'll be very happy to get you on board. Now back to the show. I have the gentleman with me, this great man of God. He's been with me a couple of times, but the reason why I have him here from time to time is because most of the time when we are having our discussion, we never get to finish it off because time is always not on our side when we are having those very interesting, educative discussions. We also get to, people calling in, leaving messages, questions which needs answering, but unfortunately, by the time we get all those answers, we don't have enough time to tackle or answer all those questions. So I'm privileged to have him back in the studio for us to talk about a trending issue going on in Ghana regarding the 2020 prophecies that is going on. It's causing a lot of confusion. Everybody has their own views. So I've gotten him here to discuss it. If you want to call the studio to contribute, call this number on 07708 743-530. The number again is 07708 743-530. Call in to contribute. You can also reach us on all the social media handles, on Facebook, YouTube, Periscope, all the social media handles at HeritageTV. Send all your comments and please make sure you share so that other people will get involved with this discussion. So now back to my wonderful guest. Pastor Medad, you are welcome. Thank you so much for your support in the last year, with this program.
Yeah.
Very much appreciated. Sometimes it's last minute and you always, you never say no to us. You make sure you are here. Even today, you had so much to do last night, but you made sure, you came down here to take us through what is trending, because I had people send me messages that, Vicky, could you get someone in to talk about those 2020 prophecies that is causing so much confusion in the social media.
Right.
Before I start, how was the 31st crossover at HigherLife Ministries?
Right. Thank you, Vicky, for yet another opportunity to be on your show. In fact, it is a privilege always to be here because it's a big platform. I mean, HeritageTV is a big platform where I believe that a lot of people watch us whenever we are on.
Yeah.
And I take this opportunity also to wish all your viewers a happy new year, and I pray for them that this year will be better for them. So back to your question, our 31st night we really had a good time. We had a good time. On 31st night, everyone wants to go to church, even those who haven't been
never been to church at the beginning of the year.
The whole year, they want to be in church. So it's like we fill up the place we had, and the good thing was that we had a good time. We enjoyed the service, and we all entered into 2020 with such a joy. So we had a good time. We had a very powerful service here. Thank you.
It's just unfortunate I couldn't. I was trying to split into two, going to Christ Liberty Church and coming to yours as well, because Christ Liberty Church invited the team of HeritageTV to come down there, but I also had you in mind. But unfortunately, when I look at the time, and
you couldn't.
Yes. So please forgive me for that.
That's
but
okay.
I believe that next, this 2020 December 31st, I'm definitely going to spend it, there with you.
We thank God.
So that is my promise. Now going back to what we want to discuss today. Oh my goodness.
What are we discussing?
We are discussing those 2020 prophecies in Ghana. What is God saying about the 2020 in general, Pastor?
Thank you once again. I believe that 2020 is a good year. The truth is this. I keep saying this thing, that I wouldn't single a year out to say, oh, this was bad, this was good. But one of the things the Lord has made me to understand is that 2020 is not going to be different from 2019. Okay. The only difference here is that when we got to 12 midnight on 2019, on 31st, we had a switch of numbers. So the 19 disappeared and 20 came. And both our numbers replacing each other. So the truth of the matter is that looking at the week of the month, they will still continue to be the week. Month will come, days will come. Monday will be Monday, Tuesday will be Tuesday, Wednesday, so it will continue throughout the whole year. So every year, like the Bible says, whatever God made was good. So I believe this year is equally good as 2019. But what is going to happen for people depends on how people live their lives. You see, what you get in this year depends on what you put in. It's like a field, or it's like a farm. Whatever you sow as a seed is what you reap at the end of the day. So by 31st of 2020, whatever you might have put in right from January 1st is what you're going to reap. So those who will say, oh, 2020 was a good year for me, are people who are going to make the year good for themselves. And those who will say, oh, I had a bad year, are those who are also not going to do much. So to me, prophetically, I believe 2020 is a good year. It will be a better year for people if they can get up and do what they're supposed to do, work hard and save and do what actually they want. You see, whatever you want to achieve, start working on it. You can't sit down and welcome greatness. You can't sit down and welcome success. You got to work on it. Okay, so God gave me Daniel chapter number 11 verse 32. And the Bible says, those that know their God, they shall do exploit. So the truth of the matter is that you need to get to know God. Knowing God comes with responsibility. Serving God is not just by, oh, I'm a Christian, or I serve God. No, it comes with responsibility. Being nice to people, doing charitable work, praying, fasting. It involves a whole lot of things. If we can live our life like that, God is bound to perform, to do his part. So it's not just about, oh, year of exploit, year of I mean, every church is saying a whole lot of faith, year of greater manifestation of God, year of recovery. You can't sit down and recover. You can't sit down for greatness to come to you. You have got to work. You have got to do something about it. So, I mean, it's a word of encouragement. We got to be positive people. We cannot sit down and say the economy will be hard, this will be hard, and that. No. We need to be positive. So we are expecting a great year. We are expecting a good year, better year as to compare with 2019, because we're going to do more. If we do more, God will give us abundance. As simple as that. So for me, the year is now fresh, new. Whatever you want to achieve is up to you. You can achieve it.
Wonderful.
You can have what you see. Anything you see in this year, go for it. You can have it.
That's wonderful. Even with your introduction, I've started getting questions coming in. Now I've got a question coming from Elaine. She's saying, what is your view on why most prophets will wait until 31st December before they will come and prophesy, especially in Ghana?
Well, that's a tough question out there. But I think whoever is asking, it's the fact that the person has been also observing, and it has been a trend in Ghana particularly.
Yeah.
And I know most of these African countries, they do as well.
They do as well.
To be honest, if I sit down here to tell you, I know the reason why they wait till 31st of December before they will make a long list of the things that God is going to do in the year that is coming, then I'll be a great liar. But I can't also say much about it, even though it's confusing. Because somebody asked me personally that, which kind of God you people serve that he speaks once a year? And he will go and hide, and 31st night he will appear to come and speak to you people. And I said to that person, you know what? When you say you people, who are you referring to? I'm not part of it. To me, God speaks every day, every single day, every time we meet in his name, he's there to speak. Okay? So, if people are doing that, I can't really say why they do.
Yeah.
I can't say that I cannot, but I am equally confused as you are. Because I think there should not be a special day throughout the whole year where we single out that, this day prophecy will be, so wow. Because God will speak. God speaks every day. Anywhere that his people will gather, he's there in their midst. That's what the Bible says. And if he's there, he speaks to his people. So for some prophet, or for some pastors, or some women and men of God, to wait until 31st, but I don't think they wait until 31st for them to do that.
Okay.
But because of, 31st is the last day of the month, like I said earlier, even those that don't go to church, they want to go to church.
Yeah.
So it is a special day where everyone is like, those who are sinning, I'm not sinning again. I know people are trying to be better to enter into the year. So I presume, and I'm going into the minds of this prophet, I don't know if that is the motive behind, that they will sit down throughout the whole year, or as we are approaching 31st, everything God reveals to them, they probably put it down, compile it, say that, okay, 31st, as we have mega service. And most of these things they talk about are sensitive. They are not just one-on-one prophecy that maybe in their normal service they will prophesy to people about. These are, some of them are national issues, some of them are political issues, some of them are, we watch it, we hear them, they are very sensitive matters. And sometimes probably they've compiled them that on 31st we will kind of put all these declarations and to see how they unfold in the coming year. But to be honest, I don't know the reason behind. I'm confused as well. I am thinking as I go along, generally God gives me something for 2021. I will come and declare it. If it was in church, he gives me, I will declare as I go along. And if it is in my closet, as long as he's giving me and he's giving me the mandate to declare, I won't wait till 31st. Do you understand? And on 31st night, if he still comes and speaks, then that one too becomes like part of the whole thing. But it's becoming like a tradition now, where particularly in Ghana, 31st, all these big prophets that we know, that is the time they want to come up with the things they've compiled. I can't fault them, to be honest, and in as much as I don't know their reason for doing that, I cannot also condemn. We'll just keep on being confused until one day we meet Jesus Christ and find out why they did. Or maybe personally we'll find out from them, we'll get through to some of these people and find out why they wait until. Because some of them will tell you, oh, in March God showed me this. Some of them will say in January, why did you wait all this while until that? And is that how God works? It's a question for all of us to investigate and to do our own research about.
Right, brilliant. So ladies and gentlemen, if you are still watching us, This is Hanging Out with Vicky on Heritage TV. I'm here with the prophet Medad Kobby, and we are here touching on one story that is trending in the Ghanaian media. Prophecies for 2020. Everybody has got their own views. Questions people are asking is that, are these prophecies coming from the same God? Because they've all got different prophecies. So if it's coming from the same God, why do they have different prophecies? Why are they not the same prophecies? So that is what we are touching on, and I know definitely you have something to say about this because it happens every year. If you want to call and join us in the studio with this discussion, you can call us on 07708 743530. The number again is 07708 743530. If you want to contribute on our social media handles, it's at Heritage TV. We are live on Facebook as well. Prophet, can we try and go into this prophecy? If we can have a look at 2020 election of Ghana. Example, Reverend Owusu Bempah prophesied that MPP will win.
Right.
Archbishop Salifo Amakon also prophesied that MPP will win. Now, Reverend Dr. Medad Kobby also said in his prophecy that the election has been already rigged for the ruling party, which is MPP. And finally, Prophet Nigel Gazy prophesied that NDC will win with 52%.
Right.
Now, my question is that they all claim God revealed it to them. Have opposing words from the same God. What do you say about this? As people find this so confusing.
Oh dear Jesus, Ghana. Wow. Okay, Vicky. It's really hard, when it comes to going into what somebody says God says, because I wasn't there when God was speaking through them. You see, sometimes we are in a rush to judge certain things when we ourselves we have not sought for the face of God. Before I'm able to condemn, or before I'm able to tell whether this is of God or not, I should probably take time, pray over that which I want to talk about, and then be able to say, oh, God did not speak to them. All right. But we are rational human beings. We got the Spirit of God in us. That's how God made us.
Yeah.
We all possess His Spirit. And the Bible says our spirit bear witness that we are children of God.
Yeah.
And that Spirit which is in us, the Bible says that it is the Spirit of truth. Now, there is a confusion. As a matter of fact, for me, I may understand certain things, but how about the lay person?
Yes. Somebody
who is not into a prophetic ministry, doesn't understand anything about the prophetic. Now, we got four, I believe there are more prophets in Ghana.
More prophets, yeah. We just
who
picked
probably might have prophesied. So if I look at, because I've listened to all these four prophets and their prophecies regarding the election 2020 in Ghana, I have done that. I've watched them and I've listened to them carefully. Now, let's take Papa Bempah, who has way before 31st. He has been saying it, that the MPP will win. MPP is coming back in power. There's nothing nobody can do about it. Now, this is a man of God that most people believe that he has an affection for the ruling party, which is the MPP. That's what a lot of people begin to see him, that they say he's an MPP prophet. So for him to prophesy, or for God to speak to him that the ruling party will win, it is not a surprise to me. Okay? Because from the look of things, everybody can then say, oh, this man belongs to this party. Maybe he's not a member of the party as he used to. He has always been saying he's not. But that is what we see out there. Now we go to Archbishop Selifu coming up to say MPP will win, nothing anyone can do about it.
Yeah.
I've not followed Archbishop Selifu that much in terms of his political affiliation. I'm not saying Reverend Empire is affiliated to MPP, but from every indication, and what I've been seeing him to talk about and the way he speaks with passion for the ruling party, I can say that he has some love, he has some connection with the party, whether he's a member or not. Okay. Now, Selifu also, Archbishop Selifu also said, MPP will win, there is nothing we can do about it.
Wow.
That's fine. And all these two prophets are major prophets in Ghana. We subscribe to them as the purpose of the nation when it comes to prophecy. Okay.
So Medad Kobby, Salifu Amwako and Bempa are all towards the NPP.
No, at the moment, Reverend Bempa and Archbishop Selifu has prophesied with boldness, with no fear, that MPP will win. There's nothing anyone can do about it. And now we look at Dr. Reverend Medad Kobby. He then said the election of 2020 has already been done. It was rigged for the ruling party. In other words, MPP will win.
Oh, but it was rigged.
That's what he said. At the end of the day, if you know somebody has rigged, you take them to court.
Exactly.
But they are talking spiritual. And this is where, if you are not a spiritual person, you get more confused. Do you understand? Because everything everyone is saying is spiritual. It is not for the human mind to understand. And we are human. The majority of people they are speaking to are all human. And that is why the confusion is going on. How can an election that is not done spiritually is rigged? I don't know the spiritual thieves or spiritual machineries they use to rig the election, but that is what he says God revealed to him. All right. Now we come to Prophet Najee. He then says that the election will be won by NDC, and he was bold to add percentage, 52%. Now, all these four prophets, two are saying one thing. Two are saying it was for NDC, but it was rigged. And one of them said, whether rigged or not, they will still win with 52%. Then I sit down here and I question myself, what is going on? So the God of Reverend Bempa is different from the God of Dr. Medad Kobby and the God of Najee. Why is God so interested in our election like that? Why? We just conducted a peaceful and smooth election in the United Kingdom here, Britain. Nobody heard anything about it. No prophecy came out. Nobody. Are they saying there are no prophets in this country?
Oh, they are.
Are they saying there are no seers in this country? You see, sometimes my fear is the next generation. Because if this is the work of a prophet, and this is what we know prophet to be, then the next generation, they are in trouble. I think there is an error somewhere that needs to be corrected. Okay, but what can we say? The confusion, everyone can see. How will God contradict himself like this? On the other hand, my son, this was for NDC, but look, they are rigging it. So God couldn't stop that. In fact, I have a word for Reverend Medad Kobby. If that is what God has revealed to him, he should advise NDC not to even campaign. They should stop. They should stop. They shouldn't even waste money. They shouldn't, because they will put a lot of money into their campaign and everything. And if the election has already been done, it's rigged.
Why waste your
for the MPP? Why are they going to waste resources to do campaign and everything? So this is where somebody will sit down and they say they believe in common sense. And then we will create that loophole in our faith, in our Christian faith, for them to attack. Which kind of God you people serve? And he's so confused to the point that he says one thing to another, and he says one. And all these people, we see them as prophets. It is sad, honestly. It is really sad. And I don't know when this thing is coming to an end.
Because, Prophet, one thing that I'm very concerned about is I'm having this feeling if we are being told that an election is going to be rigged. Now, how are the people in the country going to feel even when the results are announced? It's going to cause confusion, vigilante, everybody, it was prophesied, it's going to be rigged, so we are not going to accept the results, the final results.
That's the situation now. And I don't know why we want to spiritualize everything. Like I said, we just had an election. It was a successful election, peaceful election. Labor lost massively. They did not talk about somebody rigging or whatsoever it is. Do you understand? So there were no international people that came to supervise this election like Africa we do. We have to bring people from neighboring country and internet UN and all that. Why can't blacks manage their own things? Why? So there is no God in this country.
There is.
Why is it that
There is.
we get to this period of the time, people come from every corner, prophet and all this, and they take this whole politics and this whole election thing to another level. To me, I think it's confusing. And the Bible says God is not a confused God. It's not a confused God at all. Saying one thing here, one thing there, one thing there. Yes, I don't know, and that the condition in which some of these prophets had their prophecies. But to be honest, any ordinary person will sit down and say, these things are questionable. They are questionable. And what can we say? I can't say much. We will all wait until the December 2020. After the election is done, then we will wait to see whether NDC will win with 52% as prophesied. And let me say this thing. That's one thing that bothers me a lot also. Because I'm a prophet. When you are prophesying and you don't give details, because there's a way these prophecies come where they will say, oh, now let me take Nigeria as an example. NDC will win. The Lord showed me NDC has won and they will win 52% margin. Now, when you declare this, Prophet Nigeria, you didn't say NDC should come and see you to perform some rituals or to perform some directions for that prophecy to be fulfilled.
Yeah.
But now let us go to December 2020 and NDC does not win. Some of these prophets will come out to say, oh, they didn't come to see me when I said this. But we have not, you see, on the national television as you stood to declare, you didn't say there was a condition attached to your prophecy. That if they come to see me, then they will win. If they don't, then this will. I think some of these prophets should do us favor to start getting details, more details in their prophecy. As to her, yeah, he went far to say 52%, but there was no condition attached. So we don't want to get to 2020 and NDC lost or they will lose, and then you come out and say, oh, when I prophesied, they didn't come and see me. That would be a shame to the prophetic ministry. It would be a shame to Christian body, and we will be prone more to more attacks from unbelievers. That is the only concern I have. Other than that, we will test every prophecy by the end of 2020, whether what Reverend Bempa said was indeed God, whether what Reverend Archbishop Selfomako said was indeed from God, or Medad Kobby's one was indeed from God. As a matter of fact, Medad Kobby's one, more or less, is affirming what Reverend Bempa and what Selifo has said in a way, because they said they will win, nothing can be, and he said they won by rigging the election. So to me, I think it's a confirmation. Whether the way swallowed Jonah or Jonah swallowed the way, there was a way, and here is whether they rig or not, there is a win. That's all. So for them, I'm thinking the three are speaking one thing, only that there's a twist, but the other one, 3 against 1 here. Nigeria against is coming from different planet altogether. So we all wait and see. what will happen by the end of 2020.
Kofi is of the opinion that it looks like there's no need for for the electoral commission. There's no need for them because the pastors have done
their job.
Their job.
I think I agree with Kofi. Definitely. There's no. That's why I said, if
there's no need for them.
If I have a say in NDC, I will tell them not to do campaign. They should even withdraw from the election now. They should withdraw. Because he said it's done already. If you watch Reverend Medad Kobby, he said the election 2020 is done already. They rig it. If you know how they did it, it's done. So why do you waste money again? Why do we even have the EC? Why we know who is going to win? And why are we going to waste money that can be used to obviously improve the lives of the people? If we believe our prophets so much, we should believe what they are saying and then stop this whole election process.
It's true. It's true.
And if we don't believe them, why do we allow them always entertain this? And it creates a whole lot of tension in the country.
And I think the media is also encouraging it, isn't it?
Of course, it's all about money. I mean, they're doing their job. If the church is weak and we will allow all these things to go on, obviously, the more viewers they are getting, the more money they are getting. So they will take that advantage. What do you expect?
But surprising thing, people from other religions, they don't do this prophecy thing. Muslims don't come out to, the chief imam will not come out to say, the Lord showed me NDC and people will win. I know there are other religions in Ghana.
I have not really looked into that, but I think last year sometime there was one sheikh
really
to prophesying about some of these things as well. And you see, Vicky, the fact is this: it's not about them coming to say. No, it's not about that. A prophecy here. A prophet feel, smell, and sense, and they declare. There's not. It will continue to be like that. Nothing will change. But the confusion within this prophetic arena is what we are talking about. Now we have division among all these men of God and all that. And you see, Obinim has his fraction, Obofo fraction, Reverend Bepa fraction, and we have Reverend Medad Kobby fraction. And some of them have their own political affiliation, even though they are not declaring it. It is there, it shows, we see. So they do things to favor where they are coming from. And I'm not saying that their prophecy are favoring. Like I said, I don't know much about Archbishop Selifam Amwakun's whatever, because I've never seen him talking about politics.
Not at all.
Unlike Papa Bempa. You understand? So the confusion here is what we are talking about. And we are talking about one election, 4 voices.
Yes.
3 different voices from one. And that's the few we know. The few we know. And this is the same goal we're trying to draw people to. So sometimes I don't blame Avram Ben Moshe. I don't.
You don't?
No, because with this confusion, what do you expect from that guy?
It's true.
Because these are some of the things he will tap into to attack.
Yes.
Because as I speak to you, most Christians are confused already.
Yes.
People have asked me this. And then he will capitalize on that confused mind.
That common sense.
And then he will use the common sense here. Because the common sense here will tell you which kind of God is this. Certain confusion. And at the end of the day, what does he get? So this is an issue. And it's a national issue. And I don't know how these things are going to be addressed.
There should be. I think the government has to put their foot down and put a stop to these things. But I think they can't stop prophets from prophesying.
No, you can't. Can you?
You can't.
Can you stop a teacher from teaching? Can you stop a banker from banking? Can you stop a nurse from performing their duties? Or doctor? So prophets will continue to prophesy. And we love the prophecies. It's not like we are saying they should stop prophesying. To me, what I'm thinking is that every 31st, they should consult themselves. all of them.
Oh, okay.
And maybe emerge their prophecies and seek the face of God where they think is opposing, so that by the time we get to 31st, they won't agree on one thing.
But I don't think most of them are in the Christian Council.
That's another thing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Everybody
know.
is doing their own.
But the question is that this Christian Council of Ghana, how much are they also doing? I don't see, because most of the things they see, if we have indeed Christian Council in the country and it's functionable, such certain things would have been condemned, would have been eradicated a long time. Because if we have Christian Council in Ghana and a guy of nobody was wake up one day to say, I am originator of common sense, and then we begin to insult the deity we worship, or the foundation of our Christian faith, say a whole lot of things, and we have a Christian country in the nation and nobody is saying nothing. I don't think we got any functionable Christian council in Ghana. I don't. It is there, but it's not functioning.
It's not functioning. No, Prophet, you know, aside politics, I think they also made prophecies of some people passing on, people being probably someone in power, passing on, this person dying, this person being, you know, getting a stroke, and all those, that panic. Why don't they get in touch with those people privately than rather come out and say things like, this person is going to die, this person is going to be involved in an accident? What's the purpose for that? I feel it's going to create a lot of fear and panic in society, especially when one of them also prophesied a certain president is something is going to happen to his vice, or something which didn't sound very good.
Vicky, as for our Ghanaian prophets and their prophecy, to be honest, if I sit down here, I'm from Ghana, I look up to some of them, honestly. Like I told you that I've met Eagle, and I think he's a lovely man of God, he's a lovely person. You see, sometimes the way we see people outside is different from when you have personal encounter with them or sit under their feet to listen to them. Now, with all these death prophecies and all that, I am not against it. Okay? My thing is this. It's not the first time a prophet is prophesying about someone going to die.
No.
We have examples in the Bible, whether we like it or not. We've got few examples in the Bible. Here is the case. They are prophets. We believe so. If you don't believe, they tell you something, don't take it.
Don't take it. Yeah.
But if you believe that they are, whatever they say, take it. If they ask you to come and see them, go and do what you need to do. If you want to live or if you want to avert, because their prophecy is not doom. It is allowed. If that is what they see, you can't stop them from saying what they see. Do you understand what I'm saying? So, whatever it is that they've said, there must be a way out. If God reveals, there should be a way out. God told Ezekiel that he will die. Ezekiel say, I will not die, God. And then say, yes, indeed, you will not die. It was changed. So if you have received any death prophecy, go to them. They prophesy. The same God that they said, I always say this, the same God that will see the trash in people is the same God that will see the treasure in that same person. He's not a negative God. If he's seeing death about you, then he's seeing life on the other hand. So if you have received any prophecy from any of these prophets, go to them. Ask them what you should do to avert that prophecy. But for them to prophesy people will die and all that, they will continue. It did not start from now. It started way back in the Bible. We can't stop it. Anything you believe in works for you. Whatever you don't believe in doesn't work for you. And if I were any of these people that they prophesy that they would die, I will go to them and find out what I should do to avert it. It will not reduce your power, reduce your beauty or whatever dignitary position you hold in society. It won't bring it down. But to be honest, some of them, they go Nicodemusly, you know. They go behind the scene to go and see all these prophets. And then publicly they will come and make too much noise. Yeah. I can't sit down here and say much about what a prophet is saying about whether someone will die or not.
It's in connection to Nigel Gacy saying Ebony was going to die,
which was a prophecy, and it happened. At the end of the day,
so
indeed, if God revealed or if He saw,
it wasn't avoided.
Maybe they didn't go and see him and do what they needed to do. Yeah. Every prophecy that comes, good or bad, must be worked at. It's simple as that. And especially when you are a national asset and your prophecy comes in that sense, you got to do something about it. Even if you don't believe in that person prophesying, words are powerful. I keep saying this. Regardless of who is speaking those words, it is something God has made. It was done, and it is part of creation. The Bible says that out of mouth of babes ordained power because of their enemies. When a word is uttered out of your lips, there is a force behind it. And that is why somebody would take water, would take schnapp, would take alcohol, egg, and they smash it and say they are cursing, and it works. Why? There are spirits in the airwaves. Some of them, their assignment is to be looking for negative words and to use it. Do you understand? So words are powerful. So if you hear somebody tell you you're gonna die, you got to do something. You got to counter back those words. Because the more the person keeps saying it, it is now being established. And there's someone out there spiritually looking for an assignment to perform. They will tap on that word and they will work, and that thing will happen. You see, we see things, we hear things, not necessarily God revealing or not necessarily God is showing. Sometimes people will pray certain prayer and the prayer will work. Not necessarily God used the prayer to work. Because they are words. When I activate them in the airwaves, even if God does not take them, a demon, a spirit, evil spirit somewhere can take those words and go and work with it. So I hear sometimes men of God say, I'll go naked and pray, and that prayer is not God that is going to use it. It's a demon that will pick such a prayer. So the person who offended them, if there is a loophole, then the enemy can use that prayer to work. And this man will say, oh, you see, because you hurt me, I did that to you. No, you did it. God never approved of such a thing. But because words are powerful, as we speak them, there are spirits in the airwaves looking for things, looking for work to do. A spirit is roaming around 24/7, looking specifically. Whenever you hear somebody saying that, this disease will kill me, you say, go to that person and take that work. Make sure that confession come to pass. So sometimes some of the things they say might not even necessarily God saying it through them. But men are wired in such a way that we carry power and authority. So there is something here when we say. So I will advise, if somebody prophesied that you're going to die, don't joke with it. Go, see them, let them help you. Or do it yourself if you can.
Okay. Wonderful. I don't know whether someone has asked this question. What do you personally also think about the party that will win the election 2020 in Ghana?
Oh dear, who is this? Who is asking this question? Who is trying to put me in this trouble? Well, to be honest, last election, I did pray about it.
Right.
And the Lord showed me the party that was going to win, which I shared with a couple of people before the election. And I had that revelation in September, which had a long way to go to the election. Okay. This year I have not, because I have no interest in it. And I haven't prayed. But if I have to predict, I will predict based on some of the achievement of the ruling party, some of the implementation of their policies, and also the history of Ghana politics.
Okay.
No certain government served one term.
Oh.
Okay. If you look at it from the time we switched into this democracy, 4 years, none of them.
Okay.
Kufuor came 8 years.
Okay.
And then after Kufuor, we had Professor, is that right? Professor Tamis. He said 4 and he died. And then the vice president took over, and then we voted him into power for another 4 years. So the Nado has come 4. With this assumption, I can predict that the people of Ghana are used to that system, and therefore they will give him another 4 years mandate. Did you understand what I'm saying? So this for me is not a prophecy. I am predicting based on the history, based on what has happened in the past, and based on what he has done so far. Talk about the free SHS, talk about one district, one factory. Yes, we've seen the pineapple juice thing in Akumfi. We've seen few things on the social media that they've done. We've seen rules. We're not saying the NDC didn't do nothing. But because of what he's begun within just a short time, if we give him another 4 years, perhaps he will do more. Then we kick them away, and another party can take over. And I pray it will be different party, not even NDC. Ghana cannot become 2-party state. Why? I think it's about time I form my party anyway. No, Kumchacha form a party. Where's Kumchacha's party? You know, last year they said they were Kumchacha and Apreku. They said they have their Jesus party. I think they should come up with Jesus party now. Yeah. So yeah, that's my view. About who will win this election.
And this is my personal question.
Yeah.
And what life lessons do you learn in 2019 that you would like to share to encourage our viewers?
Why? 2019, life taught me a lot. All right. The good, the ugly, and the bad. But there are few things maybe I'll share, or 3 things I want to share with your viewers in this year 2020 as a result of the things that I went through. The first thing is that I learned that not everyone within your circle is for you. Okay? I learned that people may be close to you. They may be in your network. You may be even eating from the same bowl with them, but they might not be for you. So be careful about the person you are associating with, person you talk to. Some of us we call something secret. The person you share them with. You see, sometimes you may commit even some evil. You may do something bad. And if it's tormenting your spirit, and you want somebody to talk to about it so you'll be free, be careful the person you confess to. Even some pastors you cannot confess your mistakes to. Because the next day they will come and stand in a pulpit and use it to preach. They may not mention your name, but they will make you feel like, you know. So be careful. Not everybody who smiles at you is for you. It's who smiles at you wants your interest. So that's lesson number 1 that I've learned, that 2020, I will be careful. The people I talk to, the people I bring in my network, the people I socialize with. And the second thing I think I learned, which I want to share, that will help people, is that some people are evil, they are toxic. Okay? If you don't have spiritual eyes, be careful those that you also entertain. You understand? Some people are toxic. They breed bad lucks. When they come close to you, everything goes into mess. Everything. So pray about them you bring even into your home. You open your door to entertain the people. I'm talking about people you entertain. People you take them to the restaurant and buy food for. Be careful. People you give them your money. Be careful. So these things are very important. Yes. Because some people, when you give them money, they use the money to work against you. Even those in back home and those in this country. Sometimes we think we only have these evil people in Ghana. Here, they are here. They are also here as well. So then the last thing I want to tell you is also, when it comes to decision making this year, be prayerful and thoughtfully consider prayer. Don't just wake up, you want to do something and you do. I did something without praying about it, and at the end of the day, it cost me a lot. And it was something crucial. I should have prayed. It was a decision I took. I should have consulted God to receive or to get his approval. I just did it because I thought it was nice to do it. But at the end of the day, I didn't like the result. I didn't like the impact. And I regretted doing what I did. So 2020, whatever you do, make sure you consider God to get his approval before you step into it. Yep.
Wonderful, wonderful. I think we go about a few minutes for this show to come to an end. So, Prophet, I understand you've changed the venue for the place you have your worship. Where is it now?
Currently, we've moved to Vestry Hall in Mitcham. It's a nice place. It belongs to the council. Just by the opposite of the park. You won't miss it. It just and it's a popular.
Is it near the fire?
By the old fire station. It's a popular place there. If you mention Vestry Hall or anybody.
Worship time, please.
At the moment, we're gonna be starting service from 4:30 in the evening. You see, the concept of our ministry is that we believe in having a ministry for everyone. We do believe that some people come in our ministry to learn, and then they will take whatever they've learned to their own churches. Some I have a testimony of that. I've witnesses. I've had a lady who has been with me in my ministry, and currently as I speak to you, she's speaking to her pastor for me to come there and minister.
Oh, wow.
Because she feels like when she comes here, it's different from her church. So we continue, even though this year we're running full Sunday services, we continue to remain a non-denominational, whereby we welcome anybody from different denominational. So that's why we thought the timing would be good. We didn't want to be selfish, so that people who still want to be in fellowship can still join us after they've gone to do their own service.
Wonderful.
Yeah, so we start 4:30, by 7 we check out. Yeah.
Okay, that's great. Okay, and lastly, anybody want to wish Happy New Year to?
Well, Happy New Year to you guys here at Heritage TV, Mr. Thomas and yourself and all the team that you work with in this place. Also, I take this opportunity to wish my wife, my children, my in-laws, Vivian and the kids, my daughter Wendy, and my spiritual daughters Priscilla, my spiritual son Bright, my friend Anakwame, and one of my biggest daughter Effie, and the family, Sonia, Nina, I mean all the members of HigherLife Church. I wish everyone, Minister Juliana, Minister Louisa, you see all these guys I'm mentioning, they've been so supportive, so helpful throughout the year that was just ended. Tony, I wanna wish all of you a very prosperous new year with perfect health. My prayer for you and also your viewers, my prayer for you all is that this year none of you will know pain, none of you will work for somebody to come and enjoy their labor. What belongs to you will locate you, and the Lord will take you to where He is taking you. Nothing will stop you. You'll be like the fastest moving train. Nothing, anything that crosses your path, you will crash it. That is my prayer for you. Go and take the land and possess it. It is a year of great exploit. So go out there, work hard, perceive it, be determined, and I know you will have the best of this year. God bless you all. Enjoy your year.
Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, this is where time will permit us. I also we want to wish you all a happy new year. Thank you for staying with us throughout this program. This is the first time I've done a show talking about politics, so at least for a little change, I think it was very informative. I also want to say thank you to Mr. Ade Thomas, Queen, all the producers, the big team we have here at Heritage TV. I also want to say Happy New Year to my family, all my loved ones. If I say I'm mentioning names, we're not going to leave here. I thank all my guests who have been supportive of this program, been here to share their ideas, inform us, educate us as well. God richly bless you and have a prosperous, happy new year. Thank you so much. Take good care of yourself. Stay blessed. And I love you.
Daycare is an Ofsted registered childcare provider in Erith, Slade Green and London area with several years of experience in childcare services. We are open 7 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. Monday to Friday. We offer free 15 to 30 hours government funding for 2, 3 and 4-year-olds. All our staff are highly qualified, first aid trained with child protection awareness. We offer pick-up from home and drop-off back home, and we are flexible to meet parents' needs. Just a quick call on 013-226-35268 or 078-077-29720 or email info@happygemschildcare.co.uk or visit our website www.happygemschildcare.co.uk.
Jerusalem, Jerusalem, land of glory, Jerusalem, holy land, and a visit to Jerusalem.
These are the things that have been written, and we are bearing witness to them as being true. This is an opportunity for you to visit Israel, Mount Nebo in Jordan, the ground where God spoke to Moses, showing him the promised land and the holy land of Jerusalem. 10 days visit to see for yourself the places which you have read in the Bible, like Elah Valley, where David defeated Goliath, Mount Nebo, Sea of Galilee, Canaan, where Jesus turned water to wine, River Jordan, where John the Baptist baptized Jesus Christ, Joseph and Maria House in Nazareth, Jericho, the Dead Sea, the Garden of Gethsemane, where Jesus prayed, Lazarus' tomb, King David tomb in Jerusalem, the house where Jesus and his disciples had their Last Supper, the Pentecost Upper Room, and so on. Our office is at Albert Basins, South Dockland, London, E16 7QY. For more info, please visit www.holytrinitypilgrimage.co.uk or please call Captain Mother Hassan on 078 721 37953 or Pastor Elijah Kamui on 079 846 34898 or email us info@holytrinitypilgrimage.co.uk. A pilgrim is not a tourist. The tourist sees sights and returns home the same person, but the pilgrim gains insights and returns home changed and spiritually fulfilled.
Jerusalem, Jerusalem. What's Heritage TV. Heritage TV.
Everybody in London, have you heard that Heritage Television has come up with something new? All your functions and celebrations can now be multi-camera live stream that was only reserved for the rich and famous. Having a function in London can be viewed clean and clear immediately from any part of the world. Trust Heritage TV to give you a better reach. Heritage Television also does photography that will make you the envy of all your friends and family. Heritage Television is the best. All your functions like birthdays, funerals, weddings, church anniversaries or harvest. Heritage Television is the master. We are in the heart of London with an ultra-modern equipped studio. You can call us on 020-800-46100 or email us info@heritagetv.co.uk or mobile 0734 1234 560. Heritage Television will do you proud.